Good morning, everyone. Pops in. It is. Yeah, it's Wednesday morning. I'm like, is it Wednesday morning? Yes, Columbia fan, you are the first. My hair is still a bit wet. I wet it this morning to try and combat the frizziness um, of my hair. But it's a little bit darker, but it'll lighten up once it dries. Hey, John, how's it going? I really liked your time lapse video. Yes, it's red. It's a darker auburn, and then there's some highlights up here you can see a bit closer to the color that I had before the bleaching of it. And as it washes out a bit, it's a little bit darker than I'm expecting, but she said like once I take a shower or two, it'll wash out a bit more lighter to the color I wanted. Because the problem is I colored it the bright red, the red copper, and it washed out um, very quickly. So I'm going on vacation soon, and I'd rather have my hair closer to a darker color and to wash out versus being blonde. So, because I'm not fond of blonde. My husband doesn't mind blonde, but I prefer not to be blonde. Oops. Yeah, it's like a dark auburn. Oh, here comes Princess, coming to say hello. Just moving stuff out of the way. Blonde looks great on you too. Thanks. See, I don't mind it being a bit blonde, but like when you're swimming lots, it lightens up anyways. I don't want to be that blonde because then my tan and slash burn, I look like a lobster. Here's Princess. Yeah, thanks. I got all the knots out from last week. Remember, I was clipping just after the last live stream. There, I ended up just doing it some more, and so now she has a little bit longer hair and shorter hair, but she's much happier now, right? Yes, she is. Oh, there's a little one there. You missed one. My coffee. Coffee's not for kitties. Even though your sister kitty cat likes coffee. Yes, kitten is on the couch. Can you hear her? She's just always purring. So, what are your plans for today? I got your tail. She's like, okay, pet my head then. Yeah, she's a 14-year-old kitty. What were you thinking for lunch today? Just coffee. Honestly, I have no idea. Well, at my lunch plan, I have tortilla pie, but my other and whatever leftovers, tortilla, tortilla, from the freezer. But Rowan's not home today. She's babysitting, and she likes tortilla pie. So I do have some farmer's sausages in the fridge that Abby and I really like. Rowan, I have no bread left. Well, I have a couple pieces of garlic bread. I could make wait. I have cook them up. I do have crescent rolls. I could wrap the crescent rolls around them. and cook them up that way, or like cut them into maybe pieces and just make little appetizer, like piggies in a blanket, but with farmer sausage. That would be yummy. So I might make that for lunch. I have an appointment at 1 this afternoon. My daughter has a doctor's appointment this morning to get a prescription refilled. So that's where we're going after this. And then we'll come home and we'll probably have an early lunch. But still trying to eat out of the fridge because we're going away for vacation soon and there's just still so much food in there. Whatever we don't eat, I'll freeze. But some things just don't freeze as well. So I'm trying to eat those things up. We have still a lot of clementines that we gotta eat, and clementines don't freeze, but they might survive a few weeks in the fridge still too. But we've been eating lots of salads because my garden is producing lettuce and tomatoes and more of the baby tomatoes. And we had a cucumber from my garden and some daikon, which is a Chinese radish, and basil. I've had lots of recipes with fresh basil, which I'm not complaining about. Before I go on vacation, I'm going to prick all the basil and just leave a little bits so that it'll still continue to grow while we're gone. And then when I come back, I'll have more basil. I also have to transplant my strawberry plant from a hanging basket into the garden, so there's more chance of it getting watered and surviving. What are you having for lunch today? She's just cleaning herself beside me. At least she's cleaning her feet, not her hoo-ha. Right, Princess? I say her name and she purrs. So what's new and exciting with you? I'm wondering on redesigning a website from scratch. It's coming along much faster than I thought it would. Cool. It's usually easier. Like my husband does tech stuff, and he's done websites from either programming to producing to like hardware and software and stuff like that into teaching. It's easier to build a website from the ground up than to repair one, usually. Did Amanda pop in? What type of website is it for? Like your personal blog or that? And also in this day and age, there's a whole bunch of website um, like platforms that already have a partial website um, started that you can use. Oh, gotta turn on notification. There. messaged um, Rosie, Puppy's Breath, if she's online or up. She works nights, and she's in California, so she might not be up. But I just told her I'm online because sometimes I'm not. I say I'm on at about 8:30, and I'm not always on time. Mm. So, have you taken vacation yet this summer, Jalon and Columbia fan? We haven't taken any vacation yet. My oldest went to a friend's cottage for a few days, and my youngest went to music camp. Hi, Sophie, how's it going? So, our vacation is at the end of this month, and I'm just excited. I've been like, it's good to have a vacation at the end because then you have um, something to look forward to. Because if we had it at the beginning, we'd have the rest of the summer kind of being blah compared to vacation. But waiting is just so long. I am well. How are you, Sophie? Other than my back, but we're working on that. It's just a bit sore, but if you hear purring, it's Princess here. She's purring away. I'm not even petting her right now. um, we're doing pretty good. Everybody's healthy, other than backs. My back and my husband's back is sore, but I think vacation will definitely help. Lack of stress. There's stress getting to vacation, and then a couple of days, kind of like you have to decompress, and then you de-stress. And I think that's what you need is some de-stressing times. Because I find even when we're on vacation, my family gets along better when we're on vacation because there's not requirements of getting people up early. I don't have to yell at them to get moving, to get somewhere like for school and stuff like that. There's less responsibilities on me. I don't have to cook, clean, other than tidy up my room or do laundry. We're not going to pack clothes for every single day. We will bring some laundry tabs and wash stuff in the sink because we're going to be basically living in our bathing suits anyways. Um, Always pack 2 bathing suits so that you can have at least different tan lines or burn lines. Um, I'm just hoping that the weather's good. Good morning, Abby.
Hey, I found a male singer I can sing.
Mm, You have to change.
I know, but do you know how rare that is to find a male singer I can sing?
Who can you sing?
Alec Benjamin.
Alec Benjamin?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm live streaming.
Oh.
Yeah. What would you like?
Do you have white bread?
Yes. She's sitting here purring.
Have they seen her new fashion statement?
Yes, I showed the shorter hair that we were kind of. So Sophie says, I would love to go on holiday, but we'll have to wait till after Christmas. Kids are sick at the moment and gastro. Oh no, that sucks. We've had gastro here a while ago. Knock on wood, and it. Yes, and Abby's knocking on the railing too. We don't want that. That sucks. Hi, Milky Barkid. How's it going? Oh, and good morning, Food Forest Permaculture. How's it going, Howie? I have Princess here, but I tried to move the camera to get the cat, and then the cat went away. You're canning peaches at noon today, Howie. Noon your time or noon my time?
Time, probably.
Probably your time. What? Why doesn't the world revolve around me and my time zone? I'll try and catch it either live or on the replay because I have an appointment at 1 o'clock my time for an hour.
Ask him what time it is in his time. That way you can tell how often.
Yeah, I accidentally pressed the home button on the camera when I grabbed it to see the cat, and then the cat went away, and I had to go back on.
She was like, no. Just no.
3 p.m. Oh, 3 p.m. my time. I can see that. I will be back by then. Awesome. I canned peaches last year and the year before. I'm not canning peaches this year because I still have some peaches from last year. Um, I found canning peaches was great, but and time consuming. But the cost of the peaches, even when I got them on sale, um, wasn't quite as cost effective as the store bought canned peaches in my area. Now, if I had peach trees or if I got free peaches, I would definitely can them. But buying them, I needed a lot more peaches and a lot of work.
Can I get some food, please?
Yes. Okay, we're going to come into the kitchen because we gotta go feed the Abby. The website is for my sister's nonprofit. Awesome. Oh, for her for her duck therapy. Um,
What is that?
um, Jolan's sister.
Is she helping ducks?
Yes, so she rescues ducks, and she has rescue ducks, and she trains them for duck therapy and stuff. Like I saw a post of a local kid in the Ottawa area. Like I think he's more in the country. He's autistic, and he has two duck therapy ducks that come and cuddle him like a cat. Like he sits on the ground and come cuddles and puts a like when he's agitated comes and cuddles him, which I think is kind of cool.
There's also therapy cats, you know.
Well, yeah, there's therapy cats and therapy dogs and stuff like that.
And then there's my cat, who acts like one even though she's not trained.
Yes. Would you like soup, Abby?
No. Is there pasta?
Yes.
How much?
A lot.
Yes.
Okay. Abby's gonna have pasta for breakfast. Hey, Steve. Hey, Jacob. How's it going? I made the spaghetti. What?
Is this the Jacob who added you on Hangout?
Yes.
Okay, then Jacob. Now I know who we're talking about.
And where did I put the pasta? There's the pasta. Tell me the last thing I said in Iron Dog 3 Strings gets a large jar of peaches sent to them. Oh, I wasn't on Iron Dog stream.
I hear a cat.
Yeah, she's drinking water. Oh, everybody sees my mom's birthday. Okay, yeah, I will check out the video, Jacob. Oh,
You can shut off right now.
yeah, I will in a minute.
Right there. I'm making a whole ton of noise about it.
Okay, now I'm just gonna put you down for a second. I have to use two hands, so I'm gonna put you somewhere. Stay for a second. I need to get. Oh, bye, food work. The first one to tell me on live stream today. Okay, well, I'll have to go and check it out. I'm getting Abby some pasta to eat for breakfast. I made spaghetti and meatballs yesterday. And that's what she's going to have for breakfast. Eat what you got. It's still quite full of things. Like, there's still some soup and some veggies, some deli meat, cheeses, strawberries. Well, this week I'll be cooking up a storm. Whatever is left in my fridge is going to get cooked and frozen or eaten so that I don't have anything that will go bad. With 5 kids, I know. Yeah, 5 kids. See, I cooked like I have 5 kids. But
Mom,
what, Abby?
what were you saying that Rowan doesn't like? That Rowan kind of likes, but you and I really like.
The farmer's sausages.
Oh, okay.
Because we have those to eat up. And whatever we don't eat of those, um, I'm frozen. See, I still have this much sauce with meatballs. And that was from supper last night. That's like a whole amount for at least another meal for everybody. Hey, Reaper Man, how's it going? Lamb shanks. I love lamb. It's just really expensive. Okay, Abby, when it dings, you can grab it. There's some garlic bread in front with a fork that I just used to grab the pasta out. There we go. You should try the slow cooker. Oh, yes. Well, see, I love lamb. I do it in my Instant Pot. It's just really expensive. Like, I buy it when it's on sale at $3.99 a pound. That's with the bone. Without the bone, it's like $9 or so. Oh no, I think about $7 on pound on sale. Well, you were above the stovetop earlier because I had to use 2 hands to get Abby some pasta. So now I can set you back up. Get my coffee. Hey Amanda, it's very cheap here. I brought 2. Wow, that's good. So $3.99 is $8.80 a pound. So 8.80 a kilogram. Well, 27. That's see. I think that's is that with the bone? So that's you paid 13.50 a kilogram. See, that's not really cheap. Well, in my price range. 2 kilogram. So there was no bone. Okay, that's about good because that's about the going rate at like if you get it from Costco without the bone. It's like usually about 20 some odd dollars for it with the bone. Yeah, because I was gonna say about $10 a pound is what I aim for or less. But I tend to not buy it that often because I try and keep my protein for my whatever dinner meal to under $10. Um, and lamb, even though like you're getting 2 kilograms, my family there's rarely ever leftovers to have a whole other meal because they'll be like, oh, I want seconds and thirds or whatever. They gotta portion it first. So I've learned some meals I can't do doubles because my family will just eat doubles. Other meals I can do doubles and put some away um, to be like for another meal, for a leftover meal. Like if I bake mac and cheese, my baked mac and cheese, a lasagna pan is gone in a meal. There's rarely ever leftovers. Whether there's 4 of us here or 3 of us. Because we had it once when there was just 3 of us. And sorry about that, reconnected. Yeah, so my Bahamian baked mac and cheese, there's a video on my channel you could find out. It basically, I like to cook up a ham and then I use the leftovers of it. Or if my family really likes it, I use one of those small hams. I use half of it and make the baked mac and cheese with it. You make like a cheese sauce, but you put hot sauce in it. You cook up the pasta. You dice up the ham. You can put onions and celery into it like the original recipe calls for, but I don't. You add more cheese on top. and then you take egg and you crack it on the top, and it bakes into it. It doesn't taste eggy or anything like that, but that way when you can cut it, it comes out like a slice. Some people, like my dad, used to like making it and do it um, if they're for leftovers, taking that slice and putting making it a baked mac and cheese sandwich. So you take a slice of it um, with a piece of cheese on top on bread, like make a grilled cheese. So it'd be a grilled cheese baked mac and cheese sandwich. And then he pan fry it like to reheat it back up in a pan. Mm. Oh yes, I freeze it all the time, so it's great frozen too. Just when you if there is leftovers, if there's like one portion leftovers, I'll put them in individual things and I put them in the freezer, which is great because in that way I take them out to send to my kids for lunch or my husband for lunch, or if I'm not here, they can have it. Um, but I prefer to do it, um, assemble it and then freeze it versus assemble it, bake it, and then freeze it sometimes. Because because if you're going to do it for a whole meal, it's better to, like, you could just assemble it and put the cheese on top and put like tin foil over it, put it in the freezer. It'll be fine for a couple weeks. If you want it longer time, I would double wrap the tin foil and like wrap it all around. And if you can get those really big Ziploc bags, you can get them at the dollar store. They're good. They're supposed to be good for like camping and stuff like that. You could put it in there and freeze it so that it can last a bit longer. But it in that also in that type of thing, you'd want to use it fairly like within a couple of weeks because it's in your lasagna pan. So I don't know about you, but I use my lasagna pan. I have two of them. I might have three, but I know I have two of them. um, I use all the time, and I don't make lasagna that often. But I use it to cooking chicken and stuff because of the higher ridges for the fat and stuff. Then it's not on my chicken. I use it for baking any type of casserole. I use it for potatoes. And I wish my stove could hold two lasagna pans together. One of my lasagna pans is longer, like it has a longer bit with the handles, and it doesn't fit this way. I can't close the door. It can only go that way. But it is one that can freeze. Um, but the longer it's frozen, the texture of the pasta sometimes is off-ish. You only notice it if it's been frozen for a long time. But it is one that an average family could double. My family, if I double it, and they know I've doubled, they'll want it. Like last time I made it and I did a small, like I cooked too much pasta, and I did like a square pan of it. That square pan was not enough for a meal of what my family wanted. It was enough for like a snack, like to have the baked mac and cheese as the side versus as the main component. Well, yes, hey, yes, it is. Well, it is very good, and it's very cheap to make if you can get the ham or cheese on sale. Yes, princess. Oh, here, I wanted to show you the um, cutting job of her back here. See? It. See, that's the hair. We got the big knot out here, so it's short. And then she has these tufts of long hair on her thighs. But she, yes, but got all the knots out. There's a one that's just starting right here. Oops. There. But she now is happy again. So she has like kind of a reverse mohawk. Shaved down the middle of her back, but there's fur everywhere else. I wanted to make sure we got that out. There's one to brush that. There's one starting on the side here. Okay, cat, you go. You go and drink water, and you come back with your chin all dribbly, and then you're headbutting me. Oh, yes. Apparently, I'm not paying attention to you. Every time I go on live stream, she thinks I'm talking to her. Yes, because she doesn't give me all like. Well, maybe it's also because I'm sitting down. I'm very rarely sitting down, except if I'm on live stream. But we did. So I got that out before the grooming kit came in from Amazon. So we now have a grooming kit with clippers for cats. So it'll be a bit longer tines for it to get in there, and a comb and a little comb rake thing, and uh, scissors. So it's grooming scissors, but also they're also the same as hair cutting scissors. So because Daddy loves you, even though he pushes you off the bed sometimes, because you go near his face. So Daddy's like, yes, we gotta get the good stuff. I'm like, okay. He always jokes that he doesn't like the cats, but then he's the one that's controlling the catnip in his drawer. So he sprinkles it down by his feet of underneath his desk, so the cats go rolling about. He likes the cats around his feet, but just not near his face. And he'll pet the cat, but he has to go wash his hands right away because he's more allergic than I am and stuff. As long as I don't touch my face with my hands, I'm pretty good. And then for me, it's only like I get teary. See, it's your mug, Amanda, and puppy's breath. So are you at work already, Amanda? Sophie, what time is it where you are? Yeah, I don't know. I messaged Puppy's Breath on Facebook. So, Amanda, you're not. Again, I don't know how to do that very well. I know a bit. I get notifications and I check them, but I don't know. I have to get training from my teenage daughter because apparently Princess has an Instagram account, which is kind of funny. You're home today, teleworking. So I'm trying not. No, see now I pet the cat. There's all these little fluffs all over the place. I'm trying not to use my sick eye. I love you, cat, but I'm allergic to you. I don't want you near my face. Cool. Angie was live for a while last night. Yes, I know she was live. We were having supper. I got a notification, but then when I was done putting away stuff from supper, she was already gone. Told her to stop in this morning. Ah, yes. Tomorrow we're supposed to get together for coffee again. It's 11 p.m. Wow. Uh, what time do you normally go to bed at? I try and go to bed by 11, 12 o'clock. Last night I was exhausted, and I had to wait till 10 to give Abby her meds. Um, but by 9:30 I was like, okay, I'm tired. But I'm like, 11:30. Yeah, I'm usually up. My internal clock wakes me up at 6. Our alarm clock, the first alarm clock for my husband, is 6:30, and then he has one at 7, and then one at 7:30, and then one at quarter to 8, and then 8 o'clock. And if he isn't out of bed by then and in the shower, he's gonna be late. Me, I get up before the alarm. My body just like, okay. Now sometimes I'm up at 5:30 or 5, and then it's like I have to decide. Like I'll go like get up to go pee or whatever, and then I'm like, should I try to go back to bed? Am I actually gonna get any sleep? And usually it's my body's like, nope, you're physically vertical, you're up, you're up. So then I come down and make coffee. Let's see. Oh, this stupid silly kitty cat is like trying to use the claw. Okay, I think I got that. There's like a hair tickling my nose. That's because I have had an accident and had surgery. I get up around 7:30. Okay. If I don't have anything to do that day, I try and sleep until 8, but it usually doesn't happen. Yes. Well, that's good that she's working at least during the daytime. The evenings and stuff can get daunting. Is she closing too, or just going to be a middle shift, like 10 to 6 or 10 to 5? I wish I could get 8 hours sleep, but I usually don't. Because I mean, whatever time I go to bed, I get up sometime 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to go pee, and then it takes me a little while to fall back asleep. So it's interrupted sleep. It's very rarely 6 hours together. There's maybe four. Off yesterday. Yes, yeah, because she was off yesterday. She said she was available Tuesday and Thursday. I'm like, I can't do Tuesday because I volunteer Tuesday. I was at the food cupboard on the phones, and it was quite busy. So she worked early. No, she had said because when we were trying to figure out to have a live stream together, I said I wasn't available Tuesday because I wasn't going to be home. Like it takes me till like 1 to get home, and then I still have stuff that I was doing here. So I said, well, Thursday I'm free in the morning, and so we'll do that. Tonight for supper on the menu is the pork tenderloin, and I think it's salad and rice. So Jeff wants me to make a rice pilaf of some sort. So I'm going to look at different recipes and see what I have that I can make rice pilaf. I mean, I have onions, I have carrots, but nobody likes carrots.
Rice pilaf for what, huh?
For supper.
I thought we were just having rice.
No, you just want rice. Daddy wants rice pilaf. I have to make Daddy happy. I think she works today at... Hi, Giggles. Well, yeah, I have to make Daddy happy. He's the one that produces the money for the groceries. And Daddy's not happy, then Mommy's not happy. And Mommy's not happy, nobody's happy. If Abby's not happy, Abby's just not happy.
No, I can... If Mom's not happy, Mom's not happy.
If Abby's not happy, she can go to her room and be unhappy there.
No, sometimes you get unhappy if I'm unhappy.
Well, yes, if you're not happy, I get unhappy, and then I send you to your room, depending on why you're not happy.
And depending on what kind of unhappy.
True. Yes, if somebody's upset my babies, I'm a big mama bear, and I'm going to eat you for breakfast. But if you're just not unhappy for being a pain in the butt, well...
Yes, but again, if I come home crying from school, you're not going to send me to my room.
No, exactly. That's what she said. If she came home crying from school, because if I will take a lot of crap. Okay, I've had parents that like weren't that great and stuff like that. So I'm good at taking it and dishing it out as well. But I will protect my kids no matter what. I don't care if they're 40 and I'm like 60 something. I'm gonna beat you down. You upset my babies, unless they're asking for it too. Because I mean, I'm also one of those parents that, I will be honest with my kids. That I'm like, okay, you're acting like a little shit. You're acting like a little shit. You're kind of pushing people's buttons. So this is why they did that. Not that it's acceptable whatever they did, but this is what happened. But no, you don't want to upset my babies. If my kid's getting bullied, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna find that child, and I'll bring that child to the office.
Unfortunately, Mom, I'm the same way.
Yes, Abby is also the same way. So this is why Abby and I are more alike in some things, and Jeff and Rowan are so much alike. Our defensive of family, Abby and I, like she's like a bull in a china shop. Like somebody bullied her sister, who's a year and a half older than her, a few years ago, and this child was like, "Who do I have to beat up?" I'm like, "You can't even see the person. Like,
Mom,
how are you gonna find her?"
I got a guy who was 6'5" to the ground once.
Yes. So Abby, when she was doing wrestling, not last year, the year before, she was paired up with a 6'5" guy. She's only five. Well, at the time she was only 5'1", 5'2". She's now
I
about
was
5'3".
5'1".
So and she was able, because they were learning how to flip the people down. So she was able to flip a 6'5" guy. Now he was not using 100% of his effort. Like he was not trying to get out of it because you were practicing it. But yeah, here's a preview of my sister's nonprofit.
He's still like 300 pounds.
I will go click on that and put. Oh, yes.
He's still.
Well,
like
I don't think 300 pounds.
He was not a small guy.
Yes, but your version of what 300 pounds is. He might be 200, but not 300.
Definitely 200. He was so far from my. He was in.
Go get your food. We have to leave in 10 minutes. So.
But he's in the highest weight category, Mom.
There's her website there.
Mom.
Yes.
He was in the highest weight category, which is 200 plus.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, your sister's so cute with the ducks.
How old is she?
How old is she? 12? Because Jolon, you're what? 14 or 16, I think. Correct?
Her sister's younger?
Yes, I believe so. That's my understanding. If I could, but I also have a really bad memory, so I could be wrong.
Yes, you only remember the things that are not helpful. Which is sad.
A flack. A flack? A flack? Okay. She's 10 and he's 13. John's 13. I knew there was like, she was younger a couple of years.
Being called older than
Yes. Well, and that's a really good website design for a 13-year-old too. Aflac is an insurance company here, Jen. Oh, okay. Because I was like, Aflac, I'm trying to think of like sci-fi fantasy or something like that, and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Whenever they say A-flat, I only think of the note.
No, Aflac it's an insurance company here, and their mascot is a duck.
Yeah,
So they named one of the ducks Aflac. See, that's when you should contact those companies and see if they will sponsor a duck. For example, guide dogs. Um, they get the guide dog schools throughout North America. They get funding from different companies that will donate money so that the next batch of dogs, one of the dogs will be named after the company or whatever, or the company gets to choose the name or something like that. And they go each batch, so each litter. So if say, all the names will start with J, so they might contact Johnson Insurance, and they're like, yeah, we'll donate, because each guide dog costs just to raise, train, and feed for the first year of its life, but also the staff at the guide dog, is over $50,000. That's just for before you even get it. So then when you have it, it costs, well, you have to take care of all the vet beer bills and feeding it, and you have to feed it a quality food. You can't feed it cheap stuff. Amanda asked if Abby wants a dog.
Answer is still the same as last time.
Okay.
No.
No, Abby does not want a dog at this present moment. Until later on, because it's a lot of responsibility. And it sometimes opens some doors, but then also closes other doors. So, and you have to not just think about yourself, you have to think about how the situation is going to work for with also a dog too. Very service dogs, but it wouldn't work to get too attached. So this is the thing is that you could be a puppy walker, so you get the it's kind of like fostering the dogs, and you train them to be socialized with families. Um, but yeah, you could get attached to them. So, for example, my both my in-laws have contacts with their dogs, puppy walkers that raise them the first year or two of their lives. They send them Christmas cards. They come and visit. They come and visit the dogs. So you could. Uh,
If the blind person wants that.
yeah, if the blind person wants that, and a blind person usually likes to at least keep somewhat contact with the puppers because she wants no contact whatsoever with the puppy walker because she's a parent. Oh my phone went off for some reason. Yeah, what's some of the reason about fostering pets and stuff like it's like if you foster them from the humane society is that you might get attached. Well, that's also if you foster them from the humane society like pets and stuff, they actually hope that you get attached so then you adopt them. Which I've had a friend who's done a lot of fostering for the humane society and she's adopted 3 of them because they were also had other issues and um wouldn't be really adoptable when an animal has issues. Um, it's hard to find someone to adopt them.
I'd adopt a blind cat.
Yeah. So Abby, that's what Abby. I think you'll have your own cat rescue. You'll have a. When we got our hair done, she went and petted the cat for like over 45 minutes. She was the cat whisperer to a cat like Princess, but completely white. His name was Scotty, and he was also 14.
No, his fur was short like Flush's.
But short.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say looked like white, like
It was short. I had him in my lap. But then again, I get pets who don't like me to like me, who don't like people.
Well, we gotta get going. We have a doctor's appointment at 9:50. I have to get there. We have to walk there. So we will probably maybe we'll be on later on. But thanks for coming by and check out my other videos. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Abby says bye too.